My name is Julius Itonganyaga, MSc Applied Computing. I'm presenting my ICT4D project. My solution was GIS technology in forest conservancy. So we look at the problem. We're solving the deforestation problem. From statistics from the FAO, the Forest Resource Assessment in 2010, indicates that Kenya has only 2% of forest cover, so that entails that deforestation is a major problem in Kenya. Of course, you know recently that there has been a 3-month ban on logging and charcoal burning in forests, which has been occasioned by deforestation. And the solution that we are proposing is a GIS application that will be able to identify, estimate, and calculate a percentage of deforestation happening in real time. GIS technology is an information system that is used to input, store, and retrieve, manipulate, analyze, and output geographically referenced data or geospatial data in order to support decision making for planning and management of land use, natural resources, environment, transportation, urban facilities, and other administrative records. So the principle that we will be working on is building for sustainability. I want to develop a solution that does not compromise future needs. Building sustainable programs is essential to maintain user and stakeholder support, as well as maximize long-term impact. Sustainability ensures that user and stakeholder contributions are not minimized due to interruptions, such as loss of funding. So a program that is built on sustainability will keep stakeholders close, because they know that it is going to last for a long time, and it is not going to compromise on future needs of future generations. The importance of this technology is that GIS will enable forest managers to monitor the changing conditions and make intelligent decisions for sustainable care. So, of course, decisions that are based on real-time data enables us to make informed decisions on whatever we are doing. So it is also going to provide data that will help in decision making, of course. Then we have historical analysis, identification of soil types, sending weather patterns, and land use patterns can be assessed. It will provide information like weather patterns, what kind of soil is at a particular forest, and of course plans like afforestation that will help in conservancy can be carried out based on that. Then, of course, it will help in disaster management. For example, we can be able to tell in real time where we have maybe, for example, a forest fire, a locust invasion. We can be able to monitor all those activities real time and respond appropriately. So the why, the who, why, and what questions. For the who, so who are we building the system for? So the system is important to stakeholders in conservation efforts, including KFS, that is the Kenya Forest Services, researchers, and the general public. Yeah, so those are the main stakeholders who will be using the system. And why are we building the system? So the Kenya Forest, as we highlighted earlier, we have a very small forest cover. We need to conserve that and, if possible, increase the percentage. Then the system will help alleviate the problem of deforestation through real-time monitoring of gazetted forest areas. It will allow forest protection agencies to take prompt action if they notice any illegal activities. So what are we going to do? So we are going to build a GIS application that is able to identify, estimate, and calculate percentage of forest deforestation happening in real time. So impact assessment. There are three indicators that you can use to monitor impact. It can be either micro, which affects individual enterprises. There's meso, which affects industry-specific enterprises, and the macroeconomic effects, which are widespread, affecting the whole spectra of the economy. So use of the GIS technology will be will have a meso-economic effect since it only affects the conservancy sector of the economy. Yeah. So then a micro effect can be felt indirectly through employment opportunities that will arise due to use of this system. Of course, many people will be employed in development of the system, operation, and of course maintenance of the GIS system. Then, of course, lastly, we're going to look at the SIP-SODA model. The SIP-SODA model is used to monitor the communication value chain, and we're going to look at the data input, process, store, output, and decision actions and results from this particular model. For capture, data that will be captured is of course topographical data, weather data, locational data, and we have motion pictures that are going to show real-time activities in the forests. The inputs, we're going to use GPS, the global positioning systems, sensors, cameras, and digital scanners. The process, we're going to, for the data that has been collected, it will be categorized. We shall have filters, we shall have calculations, for example, to calculate the percentage forest cover in Kenya. Then data will be stored in non-SQL format. For example, you can use MongoDB. This is due to the fact that this is unstructured data. We cannot use SQL, so we have to store in a non-SQL format that supports data that is in unstructured format. So what output do we get from the system? We'll get the total acreage of forest in Kenya. We're going to identify hotspots where illegal activities such as logging and charcoal burning take place. Then we shall be able to monitor human wildlife interactions in forested areas. Of course, forests are a very important habitat for animals in Kenya. Then the decisions that we make will be, of course, we have data-driven decision making. We have visualization of forest operations through use of dashboards that integrate maps and streaming, and of course live data feeds. Yeah. Then of course we can be able to mark. We shall be able to mark hotspots in hotspot areas where illegal activities take place. Then the actions arising from those decisions will be increase patrols in identified hotspots. If we identify a particular place X, we have a lot of illegal activities taking place. That's when the Kenya Forest Service kicks in and sends more forest wardens in such places. Then the overall results of using GIS technology in conservancy will be increased national forest cover. Of course, this will support decisions like afforestation, which will see planting of more trees into the forests and other ungazetted areas. Then we have sustainable use of forest resources in the country. Of course, activities like logging are not entirely illegal, but they have to be carried out in a sustainable manner. So this system will help in supporting such decisions, where to carry out such activities within the confines of the law. So finally, we go to our references from Richard Hicks' 2017 book on Information and Communication Technology for Development, ICT4D. Thank you.